Prasad, let us know if we have to wait for some more time or we can start. Prasad, I'm audible?
Sir, Pradeep myself.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, sir. No, I'm waiting for your teammate only. Yeah, you are audible, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, no, we have joined, everyone have joined, so we can start? Or you want us to wait for a couple of minutes?
Others, you let me know if we are good to start.
Yes.
Okay, sir, done. I'll inform, sir. Just 1 minute.
So
We have.
is the team in VIT is joining, like every student is sitting in some hall or
Yes.
something?
No. Students are connected in virtual, where a live streaming is going on in YouTube actually, which we made internally. Only it is accessible to the students. So all are connecting in live streaming. Almost 1,000 students has joined as of now.
Understood.
So whatever we present and talk, it will be reflecting there, sir, as well. And also we have our assistant director, Dr. Anup Baisan, who's there in the meeting. So he will give a small welcome note, and post that we can start the PPT, sir.
Sure. You let us know as and when we are
Yes,
ready.
yes. In 2 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So, good evening, all of you. This is Dr. Anu Basil, Assistant Director, Placements VIT. On behalf of the entire VIT management, on behalf of VIT CDC, it's an immense pleasure welcoming the entire team of Kfintech to VIT University for the campus hiring. I would like to welcome Mr. Vignesh Kumaran, the head of products, Mr. Praveen Kumar, who is the senior manager, Sandosh B, who is the HR head, and Mr. Yogesh Soni is also from the HR team. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity that you have given to our kids, and we hope they will always keep up to your expectations and make us proud and make the company proud. So once again, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Sandosh sir, and the entire team out there. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this opportunity. And over to the team of Kfintech. You can take it from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anup. Thanks for this arrangement, and it's an opportunity for us also to bring in students from VIT as part of our, the growth what we have in Kfintech. Thanks for it. Uh, I have my colleague Vignesh, who's there, who heads our products team, and he's there with us, and also my colleague Yogesh from the talent acquisition team. Praveen, my colleague who heads the talent management and talent acquisition for Kfintech, is not available. He is held up with another meeting, so we will continue. Probably he might join. Otherwise, we'll always be in touch as such. I think Vignesh. I think, did we lose him? We will wait for Vignesh to connect back.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah, Vignesh is back. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. Screen is audible. Yes, sir. We can proceed.
Okay. We'll just run through in terms of what is Kfintech all about, what is that we offer in terms of services, products, and just a brief on that side. So that would help you all understand, the company all about, and also we would also brief in terms of the role, what is available, what we are looking at, at this juncture, basically. We are a fintech company. We are an old company, a growing company. Today, we are a public limited company. We provide a lot of services, lot of we cater to the various needs of the asset management managers spread across India. The mutual funds. We also handle alternative investment funds. We also handle wealth managers for their day-to-day activities. Uh, we are predominantly based out of Hyderabad, which is our headquarters. We also have presence in within India, majorly in Mumbai, in Bhubaneswar, Chennai, and outside we are based out of various other places, as you see on the screen, in Malaysia, Philippines, Hong Kong, Bahrain, US, and other places. We are close to about 6,000 plus employees spread across, and about 1,000 plus spread across in IT alone. So overall, we are a fintech company which caters to specifically the capital markets domain. And our vision, our values, this is imbibed with each Kfintech representative. Definitely, our prior motive is to have our clients succeed. We respect our people within and outside within the Kfintech fraternity as such, based on the need of the hour, based on the requirement of our end client. There are a lot of products and value add services which we as a company have brought in the last few years, which has enabled to be a front runner in a lot of some of these areas as such. Broadly, if we have to categorize our businesses, we are into mutual fund services, corporate registry services, fund accounting and administration, alternative investment funds, global business solutions, and national pension system. Mutual fund services, we are one of the largest corporate registrar and transfer agents. We handle the back-end operations for our customers, wherein we handle their end customers as such through our teams spread across India. Now, briefing on the corporate registry. This we've been a pioneer in this space for the last over 30 years, and 4,000 plus listed and unlisted entities are part of our client list. We have softwares which handle various activities, various application features as such, which is a requirement for this space as such. I request Vignesh to add on this, please. Vignesh.
Hey, thanks, Santosh. If I may just take it up from here. So, hi team. So there are various products that we have in our corporate registry. Let me define what is corporate registry business is doing all about. So today, many of you guys must be having a trading account where you must be trading with any of the players, be it Zerodha, Grow, Upstocks, or large serious players like ICICI Securities, Axis Securities, whatever is the player. So every sixth or 6 out of 10 equities that you are purchasing is managed by Kfintech, irrespective of the platform that you are making your trade with. That means whenever you purchase, the particular script is managed by somebody who is managing your entire stocks, which will define your dividends in the stock, or it will define the ownership title of the stock, or it defines the rights issues, etc., etc. Various corporate actions which happens, and we are that somebody who manages it on behalf of all these players, and where we work with the issuers. So, for example, to name some of the few players, entire of Reliance Group is managed by us. And you name the IT giants like Infosys, Wipro, etc. We manage it. On the automobile side, you take Hero, Bajaj, all are managed by us. From the NBFC space, again, players like Bajaj are managed by us. AMC space, you take any space where you can think of. So we hold 60%. Some of the recent things like we manage Hyundai, we managed LIC, we will be managing the upcoming LG issuance. And while we are managing the solutions, it also requires us to manage various other actions also after the IPO has been published, like in terms of conducting AGMs, in terms of conducting the trade reporting of the employees who are inside the company, to prohibit any sort of insider trading which is happening, etc., etc. Let me not get into the more gory details of this application, but just this is giving you flavor to tell you what we are in. Probably if I can just skip the slide and take it as a free run on the discussion. So, you guys as a technology freaks, so you must be always finding it a space where we are supposed to innovate. India as an economy today is moving more in terms of uh, the innovation and entrepreneurship which is happening. And whenever you wanted to do such things, it is more of what is the influential circle that you can enforce things on. So today, as an organization, we handle the second largest data when it comes to managing financial asset next to NSE. So what does that translate into? We manage roughly about 5 crore PAN. That is a little short of the population of Canada and Australia combined. So that's the kind of data set that we are working on in terms of providing financial service to various players in different business lines, which Santosh mentioned it prior, right? So you might be fascinated by so many innovation which is happening in various fintech platforms, especially in the investment side, and none of them is possible without us supporting them. That means we are the backbone of many innovation which happens in the market, and we continue to innovate more and create a kind of a new age solution which comes in market, which serves somebody who's investing 100 rupees investment in any of the asset class to somebody investing crores of investment which is coming in any other large investment types like an AEF or a PMS. Or in fact, now we are also one of the strong player in gift in terms of entertaining overseas investment and to invest in Indian markets. So this is where we stand as a business. What do we do as a product team, which is the role that we are opening up placements for? So this is kind of a strategic team which plays a pivotal role anchors new innovation for the organization, which could be in any of the existing business or finding opportunities to create any new business that we are getting into. And we are recognized not just within the organization, but not just by our clients, but not just by the regulator, but even in the overseas market. For example, just to state something that we have done recently, on 16th of January, there was a symposium conducted by SEBI where they invited all the global regulators across the globe to see some of the best product solutions that we have done as a country. Amongst the 200 plus products which has been nominated across different players that include some of the large fintechs that you can think about, two products which has been selected from our house. One is called MF Central, which is a joint venture which we have done along with our competitor, which could be very surprising to you to hear. And a second thing is a product that we have created, which is embarrassing. I mean, which is taking advantages of the solutions of account aggregator, which is another a data strategy which or a data infrastructure which government of India has provided, which is the only such infrastructure available in the globe, which is far superior to the Western counterparts or the compliance they have created, which is far superior to that. And the interesting use case that we have created is in terms of uh, preventing cases like insider trading. Probably, I assume some of you guys would have seen the movie Lucky Bhaskar or Scam 1992, etc. Right? So here the case is how people leverage the information that they have, which is a serious problem in terms of handling public money. And this product of us is something that will find people who are doing that and report it at the earliest. So such kind of intelligence is being built in the product. We have so much of other products, be it on the data analytics part. We have an MOU with Amazon in terms of developing some data related products, which will be useful for predictive data models, etc., where you will be in a position to influence people's financial decision making with the kind of intelligence that you have, or in terms of preparing products and solution suites for various fintechs and various asset managers that you will be working with different capacity. So I'll tell you some of the growth stories of people in product team. Product team in our company is hardly 2.5 years old, and we currently have close to about 6 to 7 member team. Largely, most of the people here in the team are interns who played for 6 to 12 months period and converted into a full time APM, PM, or some of them are getting early stage growth path into leadership programs of the organization, where they'll be part of a program where they are competing with somebody with 10 to 12 years experience, and no one in other teams are able to be part of that except for somebody in the product team. And you will be on a daily basis having interaction with some of the companies where you aspire today to have a inroad in. And maybe you will be given the most difficult task of discussing with the CEOs and CXOs of those companies, where typically it is difficult other ways to even hear their names. So this is what we do as an organization, as a team, and this is the kind of influence that we create in the Indian financial market. Uh, and the last but not the least is we are one of the Indian financial infrastructure who is fast growing in the global forum. We are already present in 5 different countries in the Southeast Asia, especially, which is Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. And we are also now expanding in the western part of the world, which provides opportunity for anyone who is uh, gearing up in the pace what the organization is willing them to. We are willing to groom them and invest them in any of these overseas locations, taking charge of the product requirements of that respective region. So this is the opportunity that you have in hand, and maybe from other sides, Santosh will take care of in terms of what all other benefits and other opportunities that you will have get from KFin as an organization. Over to you, Santosh.
Thanks, Vignesh. Like Vignesh, briefed it. Yes, there are a lot of activities which are initiated from the HR side to ensure all the employees are part of this family, and they grow along the company. Now, we some of the highlights which you can see is like we have a meticulous and a calendar driven reward and recognition program where we there are different categories, and we ensure all areas, all people with different bands, everyone is covered and ensured they are recognized at the right moment, and the reward is given to them. We also nourish talent. A lot of people like you have joined us as interns, as trainees, and today they are in a much bigger position in terms of handling clients, meeting with the different stakeholders internally, and representing their product group or other areas which they have been part of. End of the day, the merit is important, the performance is important, and definitely that is recognized. People are encouraged to take additional responsibilities and grow on. We in terms of the technology part, yes, all these products are all driven with the latest technology, with the latest versions, and all these are upgraded at every point of time based on the availability and the need. We also focus on the overall health and well-being of each individuals. We have certain structured programs which where people from the external world, we have tie-ups, and we will have regular sessions which encourages people to be take care of their health and uh, have a balanced work and life balance. They all make efforts to that, and the participation is always encouraging across. Now, just a specific career progression which happens in the normal way. People start as an associate, then they move on as a software engineer, and they move on to the lead, and then they handle projects, become project managers, and then the next level of vice president, deputy vice president, assistant vice president, and then the vice president senior, and then the CTO with about plus 15 plus years of experience. This is just a standard referral as such, but again, always uh, end of the day merit, there is always a fast track. People have moved in within a year and become project leads,
And
handle.
just stopping here, this is more from the IT perspective. A similar kind of a structure is
Yes.
there for the product management teams. It's just a
Yeah.
reference position what Santosh is giving. So just to clarify that part.
So people are handling independent modules, independent activities across different platforms, and representing themselves and carrying on, working on the product, working on the delivery and project, and also grooming again further, the trainees or youngsters as such. So there is, where you can always, there is potential to grow, and titles or bands that doesn't restrict anyone as such, but someone who's got the passion, who's got the talent, will always be encouraged as such. Now, this is again people coming on board. This would not be relevant at this point of time because I think, as we have indicated in our job description, we expect people to come on board as an intern, probably a 6 months or a 12 months intern, and subsequently on completion of your internship and further review as such, you have opportunity to be part of this company as a full-time employee. So here again, we have people coming in will be assimilated to the entire DNA of the company in a phased manner. There are certain interactions which each one of them will have in terms of the pre-onboarding, and we guide them to have, you know, uh, get into the onboarding stage where a lot of certain specific forms and statutory compliances have to be done. So we welcome them and then integrate them into their role, their team, and overall as a company in a phased manner. We have interactions with them straight away from our HR head to individual HR BPs will be interacting with the set of individuals on every 7th day, 30th day, 60th day, and that's how they get integrated to the whole system. Now, this is again just a brief on the performance process. We have a robust HRIS system where people, in discussion with the supervisors, identify the goal and they set their goals for the year. That gets finalized with the discussions further with the team leader or the LOB heads, and the HR discussions will happen. So once the KRAs are finalized, that gets reviewed on a periodical basis, which will be again monitored by the managers, and they also give the feedback on a timely basis. And end of the day, and annual appraisals do happen, and these ratings, these feedback, these action points will be the base for the next in terms of the recognition and the rewards as such. Engagement, just as a company, as I was telling you, we do a lot of activities on the wellness of the individual in terms of socially, emotionally, financially, and also the physical fitness part. We have a lot of programs which addresses all these areas. We have an online tools where you have a lot of the libraries as such, where you can learn domain centric certain chapters, certain programs, and equip yourself more in the role what you're playing. And also, as a company, we do a lot of activities on the CSR, which is again, education has been one of our main criterias which we have taken, and we are involved in some couple of schools and government colleges where we encourage them. We give them, some in terms of certain benefits which they can focus on their education and grow. That is something which we are doing as a CSR activity. How different we are? Yes, we have a very simple and competitive salary package, which is again competitive across the industry as such. Benefits like the statutory benefits like PF and gratuity are part of the or every employee is covered under that. We have a group medical family floater insurance policy for the employee and their family. We have coverage of life and also the personal accident coverage for the individual once the person comes on board. Ujjwal is our name for the CSR initiatives what we take. So, as I was telling you, education has been one of our primary focus, and we've been supporting a lot of tribal children to enroll, uh, be part of the school, and attend schools regularly, and help them in terms of whatever support we have to provide. And a lot of projects are going in this area. Now, just to summarize, yes, we are a growing company. There is potential for each and every person to grow individually and be part of the company's growth. We will assure that each one of you will be engaged to your capabilities, and you will have a unique experience in your lifetime when you are part of a Kfintech. Upskilling, reskilling are always the mantra, and we have a lot of initiatives on that side where people are continuously trained, upskilled on various, either it might be technology or it might be domain or any other. As an individual, if you have to learn a lot of things, yes, there are opportunities for that. So this is some of the list of our clients who are spread across within India, outside India, and you find people from different industries, different categories as such. We are not restricted to one set of customers as such. And what is it we are looking at? Yes, we need people who are passionate, who are motivated to, who are willing to join Kfintech, and we will ensure your experience will be certainly good. You'll be growing along with the company. We are a young team, and definitely the culture per se is always, you would not have much difference when you come out of a college and get into a corporate world as such. What is internship all about? Internship, helps you relate what you have learned in the curriculum, how different or how you know unique it is when it is used in the corporate, in the when you are given assignments, when you are given certain activities to perform, then you can relate better, you can learn more, and it will certainly be beyond your curriculum alone, and that will give you an opportunity to explore the industry, explore the domain, explore the competition around, and how do you groom yourself for your next part of your life and the corporate culture. People, again, as I said, we also take in as trainees, we also take people as management trainees. That is also an opportunity for each individual to learn as much as possible and be part of the growth and contribute further. Before we get into the question time, I just wanted to reiterate on the job description which we have shared. We want each one of you to specifically go through this job description in detail, and then probably you can inform your interest for the next set of activities. Vignesh, you want to say a few things on the job role?
Yes. As described earlier, so the job that we are expecting people to take over will have where you will be a product owner. So that's what we believe in, rather than calling somebody as a product manager, where you will be responsible for the complete activity around the product. So there in the product team, there are three layers in the overall team. One is a core product team, the last is a product operations team, and the product council. So you will start being a part of the product council, where you will be understanding the product, where you will be learning the nitty-gritties of the product. You'll be handling the day-to-day operations of the product. That's where you start. And you graduate yourself into a product core team member, where you'll be defining the features of the product, where you'll be working with the engineering team in terms of building the product, analyzing what works, what doesn't work, etc. Then you will participate into the product council, where you'll be innovating the product, and you will be planning how to take it to market, what is the market where you are trying to target, etc., which will give you the complete entrepreneurial experience. And while I'm saying this, it is not necessary that somebody will have to take a longer years in terms of becoming a product council member. There are product council members who are there with just 2 years experience, sharing the board with people with much larger work experience also. There are people from product operations has moved to product core team with hardly 6 to 7 months experience also, by showing the zeal of doing the product solutioning differently, by having a full-fledged understanding of the product. You'll be monitored based on how effectively you are able to operate a product in terms of seeing the right metrics of the product and taking decisions around the product, and also how good you are in terms of having your building your interpersonal skills in terms of building a relationship with cross-functional team and getting your work progress faster. So these are all the expectations that we have from somebody joining the product core team. Yeah.
So the next step is like, based on whatever you could understand, is still, before we get into the question time, whoever is interested can give their details to your coordinators. And once we get the list, then we evaluate the list, and there will be an online assessment test which you will have to take. And people who clear the online assessment test will undergo the technical discussions. And then you will have the final shortlistings, probably 2 rounds of technical discussions. Then you will have the final round with HR discussions, and the final selects will be announced. Now, so can we let us know if you have any questions? We are there, happy to answer them.
Sir, yes, sir. I got some 10 queries from the candidates where I will be sharing my screen, so you can see the queries what the students raised. Sir, my screen is visible, sir.
Not yet.
Not yet
Just
visible.
1 minute. அண்ணா 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 பிரசன்னா அண்ணா ஷான்ஸ் அண்ணா கூப்பிட்டேன் சீக்கிரம் கூப்பிட்டேன் ஐயோ கூப்பிட்டேன் ஒரே நிமிஷம் இது எப்படி நான் ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்றது Sir, is it sharing, sir, right now? I think.
Yeah, your screen was getting shared. You can
yes,
go to the
yes.
questions. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is the one. Yes.
Okay. The online assessment will be divided into largely in terms of your aptitude, in terms of your mathematical skills, logical reasoning, and a few small weightages given in terms of how you are thinking in tech, and how you are. It's not going to be coding based test for sure, but how do you generalize to think about the tech opportunities, something like how an API structures will work, etc., and your thought process as a product manager. If you want to build a product from your end, that's how this will be. And the test will be conducted as early as tomorrow based on the availability given by the placement cell of VIT. It's a regular test, so we are ready with the questions. So it'll be an online based MCQ driven test.
We will email you the people who who want to take, who will be filtered for the test, who will be identified for the test, will get an email, and there will be certain things which you will have to be ready. Please do not take it on your phone. Please take it on your laptop or desktop. The second question, no, we do not have any bond or any agreement. We definitely we want people to utilize this, invest as an investment, look at it as for your careers, and definitely we want people to stay long term. And definitely, trust is the factor. We will assure you the best in terms of learning and getting groomed and getting growing as such. the same thing we expect from each student as such.
Okay.
How does Kfintech plan to transition product ownership to freshers like me? How will this process work?
I'll
What
take
will
this
be
question, Santosh.
yeah.
So see, typically what happens is whenever a fresher is joining, we'll be working with our team members on a specific small project where we'll be nurturing you in terms of how you progress in that particular work. So it will start with giving you certain first the couple of weeks will start maybe in terms of us giving you a complete download in terms of the business line that we are putting you in, understanding the product. Then we will transition you slowly in terms of allowing you to perform certain tasks under the supervision of some of the senior members. Then lately we will let you do the entire activity by yourself once we find confidence in you. So that is how we transition you in terms of doing a initial leg of your work. And by seeing the interest, the seeing the skill of the person, you'll be allowed to handle a particular product or a feature independently. And slowly we will nurture you in terms of how you create innovation on top of those solutions. So innovation, obviously, no one can tell you this is the innovation. That's not innovation. So while we are putting you the right ecosystem, that's how you will come back with ideas in terms of what more you can perform on top of this particular mechanism. Uh, and when it comes to the skill development, see, as Santosh mentioned earlier, there are various skill development program. There are two parts to it. One is a technical skill development program, and second thing is a managerial skill development program. And there are regular periodic processes which the HR team conducts in terms of improving both the sides of you. Then third question is what customer feedback mechanism does Kfintech has to improve on its services? So we are slightly different. As I mentioned earlier, we are largely a B2B service provider rather than being a B2C service provider, not a direct to consumer service provider, but there is a organization who stands in between, be it a fintech or be it a manufacturer, so be it. So they are our customers. And it is even more critical to handle such large customers and their feedbacks properly on time because they give us a lot of revenue. So it's a direct interaction that we have with them on every 15 days on a monthly basis to improve or get feedbacks wherever they expect us to improve. And it is a regular feedback check which will be happening. Unlike a B2C forum where a customer places a request and the customer leaves, here it is like since it's a B2B business, there'll be continuous discussion between the person who's giving feedback to see if the loop is being closed to the satisfaction of the consumer. What career opportunities does Kfintech gives for new employees? Fine. So when it comes to the new employee opportunity, first let us be very clear. It is more than being given. It is more what you can take. So that's what we believe in. So we believe our CEO keeps giving this concept called as assume leadership. So you have to assume what you wanted to take it. So basically, you can become. See, my prospect for you would be in 6 years. Can you become head of product, which is kind of replacing me in my seat? This company is ready to give you the opportunity. I mean, are you willing to take it as your call? So, and that will not be given like that. You have to prove yourself. So, the company doesn't believe in terms of number of year of experience somebody has to have or the grade system. As long as somebody is creating value, the company is ready to invest and grow them up in the corporate career ladder. What is the next question? Kfintech is known for its tech-driven financial solution. How does the company leverage AI and data analytics to enhance investor services? And what further innovation can we expect in the space? Great. So as we said earlier, we are partnered with Amazon in terms of a lot of data analytical tools and created the first RTA solutions for predictive data models in terms of finding what the customer is subject to do with 100 plus parameters, etc., which typically is a solution which Amazon uses to target products on you in your Amazon application. Similarly, we have created something for targeting the customers on the financial solutions, which will be used by the partners application targeting financial product that rightfully fits you. It's not a forced mis-selling, but understanding your financial need, it will give you the right recommendation. When it comes to the further innovation, there are a couple of items which is brewing in the team, but I wouldn't be in a position to share those innovations upfront in market before it gets formally announced in the market, because we have certain restriction in terms of what to talk, what not to talk, being a listed entity in the space. Could you clarify whether the role is more technical in nature or will focus area of data analytics or development, etc.? Great question. So this role does not require you to be more technical. In this role, you will not code a single line of code in this role first. Do you need to handle client? Yes. Do you need to build relationship with the client? Yes. Is it moving more towards management? The answer is maybe yes, maybe no, maybe not, because typically the product team is supposed to give solution to a problem where you should have the understanding of tech to the extent of finding a solution and whether it is technically feasible. If it is feasible, what are all the impacts, and what could be the business potential? How do you go to market with this kind of a solution? It's more of a strategic role, and it's a kind of a strategy and a solutioning role. It's a combination of both. When I say that, obviously there is a flavor of management which will come to it in terms of whether what is the business need and business focus, and also maintaining relationship, etc. And since it's a consulting role or a solutioning role, you will have to understand the core of the business, and you will be daily dealing with the tech team. Without understanding what they're working on what is the technology being used, you will never be in a position to excel in those roles. So to that extent, you need to have the technical understanding. So that is what it is. If you ask me very plainly, what is the single most required skill set for becoming a product manager? I would say it is just the common sense, which is sometimes we miss it out when we are building certain hard solutions. But just keep that. I think you can become a better product manager. Okay, where are we on? Okay, internship is for 6 to 12 months before full-time employment. What is the internship period based on?
That we are open for that. 6 months is what we are looking at, and I think some of them who are in your last semesters, I think you're able to spend 12 months. Yes, otherwise 6 months at least, that should be an ideal.
Even if it is, see, we're open. We will discuss with your managers in the curriculum. See, why we say 6 months or 12 months? Because majority of our teammates today are from BITS campuses or from triple ITs, IITs, or NITs. Today, most of these campuses allow a 6 months internship for the students to perform and become an FTE. 12 months is very specific to BITS campus, where they have a PS2 kind of a function where they can perform for a longer period on the internship. We are open to discuss with your management and take it out. What are companies mainly looking? What are the companies mainly looking for the role? I'm sorry, I didn't get the question, Akshat. Maybe if you can just draft the question again properly, probably I'll be in a position to answer it. I think Akash's question is already answered. Okay, fine. Role of text and optimizing product performance and operational efficiency. ANML is not specifically for optimizing the operational efficiency. I mean, let me slightly direct the question right here. Yes, we are an operations company, but that doesn't mean that all our innovations are only specific to operational performance improvement. There are a lot of products that we do in terms of outreach for the clients of us, in terms of getting the customers acquired, in terms of getting the customers getting a better services, etc. It is not specifically of operations, because there are products that we develop in the advanced analytical section, which is outside of operational efficiency. There are a lot of compliance driven products that we do. There are certain products that we do for sales teams of various organizations. So it is not specifically operations driven. I think other points of the questions are answered prior in some of the other questions.
Yes. Pradeep, anything else?
Sir, nothing else, sir, as of now. Still, we are getting the repeated queries in the form which we circulated as like internship period. So
Okay.
I think everything is answered as of now, sir.
Fine. If there is anything, you can always email those to me, and we will address that separately.
Sure, sir. We'll do that. We'll do.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for your time. Thanks, Vignesh. Thanks, Pradeep and team, and the entire VIT. We look forward for good participation and make use of this. All the best. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vignesh, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Thank you. Yes.